Now for a story that two of our bureaus are working on. On March 18th, a small fire forced the evacuation of the Baffin Correctional Centre in Iqaluit. We've been able to find out how many inmates and where they were sent, but very little else. Our Kent Driscoll joins us from Iqaluit. Kent, what do we know and what are we trying to still find out?
Thanks, Dennis. And like you said, back on March 18th, a small fire at the prison you saw behind me led to a full evacuation and the inmates being sent to different facilities across the country. 30 were sent to the Joyceville Institution in Kingston, Ontario. 10 have been sent to the Northwest Territories, and another 20 have been sent 3,300 kilometers west to Yukon Territory, Whitehorse. They're joined in Whitehorse by 6 Nunavut correctional officers. Now, we asked the Nunavut Department of Justice to answer some basic questions about this. They refused. Instead, they put out a written statement. And what I've told you so far, that's all that's in that statement. That leaves a ton of questions. How are the prisoners being kept separate to avoid COVID spread? When will the Baffin Correctional Centre reopen? Some prisoners have court-ordered programming. What happens to that? Others have court dates. Can they do that remotely? Is there anyone in these facilities that actually speaks Iqaluit? We just don't have the answers to those questions. Now, our Sara Connors is over in Whitehorse. And Sara, have you been able to get any more information out of your territorial government than I've been able to get out of ours?
Kent, I reached out to the Yukon Department of Justice, but they also did not respond to my request for an interview, though they did issue a press release. It states that the Nunavut inmates will be held in a separate unit to limit contact with the Yukon inmates. Now, I should mention that Nunavut residents might not fully understand where these inmates are headed. The Whitehorse Correctional Centre has received a number of human rights complaints and lawsuits by former inmates. They range from issues surrounding mental health care services, Indigenous jail programming, and separate confinement and segregation. And Dennis, the latest data I was able to find found that as of February, 2/3 of the inmate population at the Whitehorse Correctional Centre chose not to get vaccinated against COVID-19. Back to you.